We're going to inhale and flatten our back in Ardha Uttanasana and exhale in Uttanasana and go all the way down and try and get our head as close to our knees as possible. Hands beside your feet now, and we're going to go into a lunge, the Anjaneyasana. Right leg back, followed by your left leg. This is known as the Adho mukha svanasana or down dog, one of the most restorative, rejuvenating and important postures in the yoga practice. The alignment in this posture is critically important. So I want you to visualize that your tailbone is going up towards the sky, that the sitting bone is also meeting your tailbone and going up towards the sky. Your spine is completely straight, your head is between your forearms and you're looking at your knees. And the goal of this posture is now to get the soles of your feet onto the ground. We're going to stay here for a second longer and now go into what's known as the plank posture. In the plank, it's very important to note that your shoulders are right above your wrists, and now Malti is showing you what shouldn't be done, the way her buttocks are up in the air. So what we want is this. We want an inclined plane from the top of her head all the way down to her heel. From here we're going to go into an Ashtanga Namaskar. Ashtanga means 8, so there are 8 points in this touching your floor mat. There's the knees, chest, chin, your hands and the tops of your toes. Going into a small cobra. Now with the cobra, the upper back and middle back strength is of critical importance. So as you can see, Malti can raise her hands. There is no weight on her hands right now. She's waving to us. From here, we're going to go into Balasana. So you're going to sit back onto your feet and keep your hips on your heels. Bend your back forward and look down and rest. Again, a very restorative and rejuvenating pose. Back into down dog. Touch the soles of your feet if you can. Feet are hip width distance apart. Shoulders, arms strong. And now bring your right leg back in front. Left leg comes front to join it. Hip width distance. Back straight, flat. Inhale, exhale and go as close to your feet as you can. Now what we're going to do as we come up, bend our knees into a sitting position so that our knees don't get injured. This is known as Utkatasana or chair pose. Take an inhale, move your arms back and arms slowly up. And come to the center. We are going to perform the same on the left side for balance. So take a deep inhalation. Make sure your standing posture, Tadasana, is straight with your knees sucked in and your quads tight, tailbone tucked in, shoulders back. And raise your arms overhead with a deep inhale. Exhale and bend forward into Uttanasana. Inhale and Ardha Uttanasana with a nice flat back. Uttanasana again and lunge your left leg back. Right leg joins it to meet it and down dog. Touch your heels. Feel as though there's a thread pulling you up from the base of your buttocks and go into plank. Please make sure that your wrists and shoulders are in a straight line above each other in plank so as to avoid any injury to your shoulders or your back muscles. Going into Ashtanga again, so knees, chest, chin on the floor. Inhale into baby cobra. Let's wave to make sure that our hands are not taking all the weight. And we're going to sit in Balasana, so sit on your feet. Make sure your hips are sitting on your feet. Forehead on the floor and arms stretched in front of you. Come back into downward dog. Bring your left leg forward. Right leg comes to meet it. Inhale, back straight. Exhale, head towards your knees as much as possible. Bend your knees, sit down in chair pose. Arms back, inhale and come to the center.